Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Anambra state election has come and gone. A winner has emerged as Soludo himself, who was the former CBN governor, ended up also becoming the new Anambra governor-elect. But as we speak, a lot is happening. Analysts are getting worried over the scenarios that are going on. Don't forget that in Imo State, the Supreme Court did a verdict that till today, Imolite are struggling to grasp what actually came over them. Before we go to the newspaper to find out what analysts are telling the president to do and to avoid the things that may likely happen in the future, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, President Muhammadu Buhari has been charged to ensure that Imo State governorship election scenario that led to the emergence of Hope Uzodinma of the All Progressives Congress (APC) as governor does not play out in Anambra State. Recall that on the 14th January 2020, the Supreme Court declared Uzodinma winner of the 2019 governorship poll in Imo State, nullifying the election of Emeka Ihedioha of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the shock of many Nigerians. The governorship election came to an end in Anambra State on Tuesday with a supplementary election in Ihiala local government area of the state, that's Anambra State. In the early hours of Wednesday 10th November 2021, Mrs. Florence Obi, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar and the returning officer for the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), declared Professor Charles Soludo candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA), that's APGA, winner of the polls. While some political analysts and experts believe that the electoral umpire failed to organize a 21st century standard election in Anambra State, others feel that INEC did fairly well, if not for anything carrying on with the polls despite the security challenges in the southeast. More importantly, the All Progressive Congress (APC) chairman in Anambra State, that's Mr. Basil Ejidike, had called for the cancellation of the election even when it was yet to be concluded. The party accused APGA, that's APGA, of rigging the election in connivance with the corrupt-minded INEC officials, declaring that the Supreme Court will determine who becomes governor of the state. Again, well, he said Indiana Brown wants APC governor, and there's nothing anyone can do to deny them that opportunity. Who said so? Oh no, these people, they like to make people laugh in Swahili. Let's continue the news. He said, we visually won in all the local governments, but Wolu Obiano and Charles Soludo, through instrumentality, corrupt-minded INEC officials subverted the whole process in favor of APGA. We want INEC to cancel the election and fix a date for a fresh election devoid of manipulations and malpractices, he said. Following this claim, political public affairs analysts and Nigerians on the streets of Abuja who spoke pleaded with President Muhammadu Buhari not to allow this Supreme Court scenario that installed Senator Hope Uzodinma as the governor of Imo State to repeat in Anambra. According to them, Anambra people came out to vote for their leader, despite the insecurity situation in the state and the All Progressive Congress (APC), and the presidency must respect that. They believe that it was the will of Anambra people that prevailed. They are of the opinion that despite the fact that the commission failed in some areas, such as the failure of the Bimodal Voters Accreditation System, as BVAS, late arrival of materials to polling units, late arrival of officials, and even non-arrival of INEC staff in several polling units, the election was generally free and fair. We're speaking about the performance of the electoral umpire, Barrister Nnamdi Ezidimma, described the process as relatively free and fair. According to him, for me, the governorship election was relatively free and fair. Safe to say that INEC still have enough to do in preparation for 2023. Speaking about the Supreme Court judgment that installed Hope Uzodinma as Imo State governor, Barrister Ezidimma added, Imo State And what happened there can't be taken to draw analogy with the election in Anambra, because Anambrans are wiser than Imo people. Buhari and Malame have spoiled everything in this country. Also speaking on the governorship polls, Dr. Ikechukwu Amefula, an Anambra-born Abuja-based political analyst, expressed worries over the conduct of the election by INEC. According to him, INEC has not properly put its house in order. In his words, how come INEC did not properly put its tools to test before using them for election as important as this? I'm not talking about the election being free and fair. I strongly believe what happened in Anambra was the will of the people and of the state, but many people, as I understand, did not vote. The BVAS did not function in many occasions, so that was where INEC failed. And this brings us to 2023. I think the commission must go back to its drawing board now that the Senate has passed into law the electronic transmission of elections results. They must conduct elections Nigerians should be proud of. How can APC say the election was rigged? This was exactly what they did in Imo State, making Hope Uzodinma, who came third or even fourth in the election, to become governor overnight through the Supreme Court, and pleading with President Muhammadu Buhari. The whole of Anambra people are pleading with him. Please don't let Imo State scenario repeat in Anambra. It would be disastrous. Dr. Ruben Onyenso, a public affairs analyst, said, talking about where INEC failed in the conduct of the election, let me first of all put out the fact that many people didn't come out of their houses for the fear of IPOB notwithstanding. They withdrew the sit-at-home order at the dying minutes. Then again, as we did see, INEC used the election to test some of its technologies, and this also increased the number of people who were not able to vote. I wouldn't actually say they failed, because to me, election was free and fair. The few Anambrans that came out chose their next governor, and that's the most important thing to the people. I think testing will continue in two other governorship elections in the Southwest before 2023. My fear is that now that APC has started complaining and crying foul where there's none, the president must not allow his integrity to be dragged again, like what happened in Imo State. Anambra people have decided their decisions, which must be respected. Speaking about the Anambra State governorship polls, Cynthia Mbamalo, director program of YIAGA, that's Yaga Africa, one of the major observers of the election, said one of the major heights of that election is that the process is getting better. People need to understand and appreciate the fact that our electoral process is improving. Votes are counting, and it's difficult to manipulate process now. It doesn't mean there are no challenges. We had logistic challenges, the deployment issues, and all of that. The BVS is one technology device that would ensure transparency in the process, because the BVAS, what it did wasn't just to accredit and authenticate voters, but also to upload results to the election portal. On lessons learned from the election ahead of 2023, Cynthia said this election has given INEC the sense on the challenges they need to work on. First is the technology. Alright, that's what we're going to wrap it up. They said quite a lot. Let's put in the comment section what you take. Do you think Anambra no be Imo?